Hi guys, this is Wireheadking, and today I'm going to be teaching how to make a lightsaber in Blender 2.57. So yeah, let's let's get into this then. Right, so first thing we're going to do is delete the cube and add a cylinder. Set the vertices to 8 because we're going to be subsurfing this later, and you know, so it just keeps this nice and low poly, I guess. So then if we press R90, that will rotate it on the well, in front view anyway. It will rotate it by 90 degrees so that it's facing the right way. To go into front view, you can either press numpad 1 or you can go into view and front. Also, before you do rotate it, make sure that you're in this mode, ortho, because if you you can change from ortho to perspective by simply pressing number pad 5 while the number locks on, but we want it to be in ortho for this. Okay, so in edit mode we're just going to bring this out like that. Oh, hang on. Make sure that you got this unchecked down here, and then bring that out, and now we've got the lightsaber part. So that's a bit short, isn't it? There we go. So if we just make this a bit smaller now, there we go, that should do, just to keep it at a decent size. Alright, now we're going to make the handle, and this is really where you can let your imagination go kind of wild. I'm just going to make a simple thing, really. Haven't seen Star Wars movies in quite a while, so I don't really know what a lightsaber handle looks like. But I sort of briefly know that it had all these strange sort of patterns everywhere, and yeah. Let's just bring that out, and then okay, so I'm just gonna have that as my lightsaber handle. It's pretty basic, really. But oh yeah, to make one, just select this and then just press E, and then hopefully it will automatically lock onto the axes that you want. But if it doesn't, just press E. Then okay, so if you press Z, it will go up and down. If you press X, it will go left and right. If you press Y, although you can't really see it too well, but it's going forwards and backwards. But we don't really want that, so just actually just delete. Ooh, hang on. There we go. Alright, so that's going to be my lightsaber handle. Might just adjust the size of the actual lightsaber thing itself, just so that it fits. Ooh, smaller, and then in like that. Alright then, so that works a lot better. So yeah. Okay, so now if we just save here, so create a new directory. Lightsaber tutorial. There you go. Where is it? Oh, there it is. Just save it as untitled, because, you know, you can name it later. Alright, so now we're going to give it some materials. Alright, so I'm just going to keep the handle just silver and black, to be honest, because that's all that they were from memory. So the first material I'm going to have handle 1. Next one, in fact, actually no, before we do that, let's just give this a sort of handle kind of colour. So lots of specularity, but make it quite hard. Mirror, let's give it a tiny bit of reflection, but decrease the gloss amount so it's less sort of smooth and all that stuff. Ooh, that's a bit too low. 0.98. So that's just tiny bits of not so glossness, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't. Subset scattering. Yeah, let's just we're gonna want that on. Man, I'm just gonna make this just slightly darker, like that. Ooh, a bit lighter actually. Okay then, so That's going to be handle 1, new one. This is going to choose handle 1 again, but then click on this 2 and it will make it a separate material. Then we're going to make this handle 2, and this is going to be black, like that. Alright then, so next one is going to be a completely new material, and I'm going to call this laser. I think that's how it's spelled, laser, I'm not too sure. Make it whatever colour you want. I'm going to have a green lightsaber, like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I think he had a green one. Oh no, the blue one in the... Oh no, it's fine. Don't worry. So, emit 2, that's as high as it will go. Well, I think you can just make it a bit bigger. Yeah, you can. But we're going to just have it as 2. Alright, now what you're probably thinking is, that looks absolutely ridiculous, but trust me, it's fine. So, now, what we're going to do is, if we just press assign here, we've got this nice big green thing here, and now you can just sort of, if we press Control I, what that will do is it will select everything apart from what was already selected. So sort of, I think I sort of stands for inverse in this. Right, then you might just want to select the bit here, and then if we just give this just handle 2, in fact I think handle 1's going to be a more popular thing, so if we just click assign on that, then this is now all handle 1, and then you can just sort of select from there what you want to be black. And for me, it's just going to be all these things that are just sticking out slightly. In fact, if I go into face selection and just select these a bit more in more of a detailed way, than just, you know. Oh yeah, so to select loop cuts, well, loops actually, what you do is just hold Alt and then click. And to select more than one at one time, you can hold Shift, and yeah. Anyway, so handle 2. Okay then, so that's what our lightsaber looks like in this. But we need to surf it, obviously. That's what I said earlier. So that's what we're going to do. So in the modifiers, add modifier, subdivision, subsurface. Oh, where's my green gone? Oh, there it is. So yeah, now this is looking really yucky now, but we can fix this, so don't worry. If we go into edit mode and select vertice selection things, alright, now if we press Control R, we can now just sort of drag this back here. That gives me back my green bit, and if you just keep pressing Control R in certain places, then it will just make these sort of corners a bit sharper, giving it back its sort of original shape. But you might want to take advantage of these sort of curves to make it nice and smooth, if that makes any sense whatsoever. Right then, so a bit more here, just to make it seem a bit more awesome than it actually is. Okay. So yeah, we're just pressing Control R and just sliding it along. Okay, so that's that done. If we now press smooth, okay, just look for anything unusual. Hang on, let's just sort this out. Oh yeah, if you sort of run out of space to sort of loop cut, but you know, let's say it's over here and you're trying to loop cut up, instead of moving it along and having to scale it up, if you press Control E then choose edge slide, then you can just carry on sliding it along like that. But when it's just like vertically like this, you can just grab it and move it. And I'm just going to do that again actually, because it's still a bit loose over here. Well, not loose, you know, bent. But yeah, I'm going to leave that word alone, because I'm going to turn it out that I can't really say it properly. Hang on. Sorry, I've just got something on my throat today. I only really noticed it in the past 5 minutes though. So now we've got that, that's our lightsaber. If we delete the lamp, press render, because we gave the green bit some oh yeah, don't worry, this is just a subsource scattering doing its thing. Okie dokie. So yeah, this is what it will look like. It looks a bit faded here, but that's only because yeah, it's mirroring this greyness, and we haven't actually got anything else in the scene for it to mirror, but you can see that this is a nice glowing lightsaber thing, and that's what we want. However, before we go into compositing and all that stuff, what we're going to do is just save again, just to be safe. We're going to select the lightsaber, and then if we go to the materials, choose laser and press select, it will select every single vertex that's sort of, or face actually, it will select every single face that's got that colour on it, or that material, so that's fine. If we just duplicate this, just scale it, probably the best option would be in, just ever so, actually. But no, just press P and then selection. So now we've got two objects, and then we can just scale that in separately. Know what? Let's just. In fact, it won't really matter. Okay, so if we just press M and move it to the next layer, and then if we actually go to the next layer, we can see you just got this individual laser thing. So if we just click on this 2 again, we're going to change this to white laser. Because if you actually look at a picture of a lightsaber, remember this from when I actually made a lightsaber ages ago in Blender. They actually have sort of like a white glow thingy in the middle. So yeah, it's just sort of a thing there. Alright, so there we go. So that's done. I just want to delete these two materials because they're pointless in this case. Alright, so now we're going to sort of go naming the objects. So this is going to be the the lightsaber. Whoa, not lightsaber, saber. And then this is going to be the white glow. Okay, save again, and now we are going to simply set up the rest of our scene. Alright, so if we were to add a plane and just stick it underneath the lightsaber like this, and make it nice and big so that it's got lots of space. Woo, zoom out, there we go. And just put this so that the lightsaber is sort of just resting on it in a way. Or if we press shift and just click down here, we can start seeing both layers now. So if we were to just select all of this, then we will also select the white bit. Oh, make sure that you deselect the plane by holding Alt and then just selecting it normally. Okay, so now if we go into wireframe mode, we can sort of see what we're doing. Just want to get it so that it's sort of tilted, so that it sort of fits on the plane a bit more realistically, like that. Alright, so now we've got this strange lightsaber that's sort of being tilted. That actually looks quite stupid, so we just. In fact, no, I'll just leave it like that. Yeah. Alright, so now make sure that, if we just choose layer 2 and layer 1, make sure that the two lightsaber things are, synchronized with each other in a way, if that's the right word, corresponding. I don't know. Oh yeah, one tip is if you're in front view, you can't see the plane, but if you just select the plane, go over here, and tick wire, then you can see the plane, and it's also showing the solid thing. It also gets fun if you do it with that as well, but it gets kind of stupid as well. Oh, one thing you can do though is if you come over to this thing over here, the modifier thing, and choose optimal display, then it will just sort of show the the edit version thing that's without the subsurf, so you can sort of see the difference. Okay, but we don't really need the saber to have that, so we're just gonna untick that. Alright. In fact, you know what? I'm actually hating this tilt thing. So if we just select that, I'm just gonna rotate it back to how it was. If we just press Alt R, then R90 again, and then just drag it down there. Okay, that's fine. Now you might just want to do no, we'll just leave it like that. Okay, so after all of that, ooh, no, there we go. Select our camera and just bring our camera back and sort of make it the size that you want it to be. Well, the location, should I say. And then, alright, so now if we just add a lamp, so it'll be lamp spotlight, there it is. Bring it up, make it nice and big, and then do that. Alright, now if you go to the what do you call it, the light options, make it whatever colour the lightsaber is. So that's a green in this case, nice strong green. You might want to increase the samples wherever they've run away to. Okay, seems I don't actually know where they are. Oh no, it's on the area lamps. Yeah, I think it's on the area lamps that have them. But okay, so never mind that. But if we were to render this, then here we go. Oh god, the white thing's sort of showing up, which is bad. But it's fine actually. Don't worry, because well, you'll see. So if we go over to these render options over here, go to layers. You've got render layer. I'm gonna call this green saber, or in fact lightsaber. And then add another one and call it white glow. Save that, and then if we right, hang on. If we go to the lightsaber, just select layer 1. We want to have both the scenes selected and the scene both of them, but for lightsaber, just select scene the layer 1. White glow will just be the second layer, and on both we want to untick sky, so you know we can it basically makes it easier in the compositor if we deselect sky. So save, render, and hopefully if we've done everything correctly it should render properly. Oh, okay, I'm going to need some sort of shadow things. Oh, that's one point that I forgot to mention. We're going to want this light to be on both layers, so to do that we can just select the second layer or the first layer in this case as well. Render that again, and hopefully we've got more of a nice thing. Okay, so that's looking very good, if I do say so myself. Alright, so now what we're going to do is go into the compositor, use nodes and backdrop. I'm going to just create an output for the viewer node, and then okay. So now if we were to add a a filter, actually no, let's add some RGB curves first, and just stick that in the viewer. Right, now if we were to just yeah, just bring this down and then bring this one up, what that will do is it will just sort of it will darken down the dark bits and brighten up the brighten bits. So the steeper this is, then the more the bright things are bright and the more the dark things are dark, if that makes sense. And we want that to be nice and steep so that we can only see the lightsaber part of it, if that makes sense. Now if we go to filter, blur, make it make it fast Gaussian, because that gives it more of a smooth glow rather than sort of like a really nasty glow. And set this to, we're going to make one 10 and then 10 on the other one, and then we're going to make another one, and this is going to be set to 50 on both. So that's 50 and 50. Okay, now if we add a color under the color mix, choose add, so then we're adding together these two blurs, put it into the, no, not the alpha, the view, there we go. Alright, so now we can sort of adjust some settings. So if we press 1 here, what this does, this fact thing, is it will choose how much opacity the second input has. So for example, if I set this to 0, then all you can see is the 50 and 50, but if I set this to 1, then you can see both. Because this is going to minus, no, it just goes to 0. Alright, so I just choose 1, and then we can see both equally. And in fact, if we actually swap them around and then put 0.5, because that just makes the 50 by 50, the big yucky glow, just a bit weaker. 0.2. Yeah, I think actually no, we're gonna want 1, because I just remember we've got the white bit, haven't we? So then, yeah, we've got that, and that's if we just bring that down a bit, that's our green bit done. So next bit is if we just, oh hang on, I've lost it now, there we go. Nope. Duplicate this, under the layer, because this thing's actually the layer thing that we were setting up earlier. If we change this to the white glow one, then we can, if we just duplicate this viewer as well, then we can see that we've got the white glow. If we just click on the viewer, we've got the white glow. So now, if we were to just do the exact same things with the blurs, in fact we can actually just duplicate pretty much that entire thing. Okay, in fact I don't have to do it, just that. Okay. If we just duplicate all of these, we can then just put these in like so, no problems whatsoever, into the viewer. Okay. So now, we've got the white bits done. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Alright, so now if we were to just get this add thing here, we're going to want to add the green and the white with each other, and then put that into this viewer over here. You can see that we've got this strange sort of mix thing going along here. So if we actually just swap these round, we can make this a 0.5, and actually no, maybe even a 0.2. Nope. Okay, this is actually going a bit weird. Well, that sounded really strange. A bit weird. Alright, actually, if we change this to screen, that might help. So, screen. Ugh, no. No, we are going to want add. Actually, maybe even... No, add. Definitely add. Alright, so... we're adding these two together now. And I think, actually, if we just duplicate this, get the normal render layer, the one with the green one, stick that in there, and then that into there, then, no, that's not really working too well, so, oh, I know, if we just dim the blurs for this, so make this one 20 and 20, there we go, that's what I'm looking for. Okay, so then we've got problem of the handle is not actually showing up. Well, it is, but oh, hang on, what did I do? Now I want that 20. There we go. Save again. So the handle's not really showing up too well, so but that's fine because we can change that with the fact thing again. Wait. Ooh, hang on. Where's that coming from? Alright, I see. Okay, so put this. Yeah, I want the glow at the bottom. Change the fact to 0.5. Maybe even 0.2. 0.3. Yeah, keep it about 0.3, and then we can leave that in the viewer. Then put this into the compositor, and hopefully now if we put to render result, there we go. You can see you got our final image thing. So yeah. Oh. So yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Wireheadking with a big, long, probably half an hour tutorial. 28 minutes, that's a long tutorial. Alright, so yeah, thanks for watching. This has been Wireheadking. Comment, rate, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, visit my website, all that stuff. Stuff is in the description, basically. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye bye.